Okay, so now for my search. This is the pass that I'm expecting. I'm going to, just for the heck of it, put a mark point down right there. It'll be Mark Alpha, and I'm going to go off on mark points from here on out. So if I need to come back and reference that, I can just slave everything back over. Okay, directly off my nose, here comes the call from Moonbeam. Okay, Moonbeam on VHF FM, ready to copy. I've got my pad and pen. A fresh pen this time. I ran out of ink last time, so I was just trying to make things out. Okay, Dodge 4 bombs away. Strike Eagles taking out that GCI site. Yeah, and I'll be patient. Okay, here we go. Okay, gotcha. I've got the coordinates, I've got the Pringle location, I've got all the information, tank column on the road. I believe that'll be out there at the area that I'm looking at right now, but I am going to get more info here. Let's go VHF FM. And yeah, once it gets caught up, I just got to be patient on the JTAC, and then I'll be able to ask for additional remarks and give them a read back. Okay, there's Dodge 3 bombs away, so still waiting on that JTAC call, but it looks like things are progressing. That was both, at least that was 2 of the F-15 Strike Eagle flights that made it in. I can see all the other players out there as I'm awaiting, and an F-18 over here. It looks like this F-18 is in there taking out some targets for me, which is much appreciated. Right there in that area, probably SA-19s in fact. Right there, based on, I can see where his SPE is and what target he's attacking. In fact, let me use that. I'll throw a mark point right down there on that location, general location. I probably could have done that a little bit more precise, but that's all that I needed. So let me step up to Mark Bravo. So Mark Bravo is my current steer point. If I go China hat forward long, now it's going to slay the pod over to that point. And now with that selected, in fact, I can just sort of swap back and forth between Alpha and Bravo, and the pod will follow it when it's in this mode. Okay, but that site that Springfield flight is engaged on is masked by terrain, so that's cool. Okay, was that a... Did I just see a SAM launch right there in the pod? SA-19, I would assume. You'll see it on TACVIEW, but I think I just saw an SA-19 launch. Okay, Moonbeam, I'm ready to copy. Okay, there we go. Springfield in from the northeast, engaging SAM, Bulls 019 for 2. He's going against that SA-19 that I just saw fire. Okay, 4-4, fighter cover on station. 070, 250, 256 at 1, 2 SA-19 West, 0 nautical. Okay, so Springfield's backing me up there. One of the Springfields is. Okay, so this might be hairy, so it's going to be Maverick shots out long. I'll tell you what, just to make this a little bit more manageable, what I'm going to do is go to, actually, let me give the 9-line readback real quick on VHF FM, and then what I'm going to do, hey, there's the famous spider landmark right there. What I'm going to do is give 3 and 4 the command to anchor here. I'm going to take 2 in there, see if I can take out some air defenses, and then bring 3 and 4 in to back us up and to take out some other stuff. Okay, still looking in there, got to read back correct. Okay, that's another SAM launch right there. Okay, let me see if I can get in there and support. Okay, let's go UHF, back out of that. Okay, F9. And let's see here, navigation, anchor here, as I'm getting data from the JTAC right now, although I don't really need it. Okay, clear to engage. I've got that, what has to be the target that was called in already. Either way, this is going to be my priority right here. Okay, 3 and 4 are going to hold right there. 2 is going to follow me. Okay, what I need to do is remember that I have to take these farms into account. What I'm going to do is take it around here, just due west, and then come in sort of from the south. Yeah, due west. Yeah, due west, then in from the south. Okay, got it. Okay, let's roll out on 250. That's close enough. And again, I'm just going to use this terrain to mask me. Okay, looking out there with my eyes. Got target right there. Can't tell what it is or anything about it. But I've also got to remember to manage my flight, not have my flight overfly the farms as well. Boy, this is going to be interesting when it comes to wingman management here. There's no sense in me being like down way low. I want to be low level a little bit here, but I could pop up if I wanted to. I think the air threat and the long range SAM threat is pretty well neutralized. So let me do that. Let me put my nose up a little bit. I can always duck back down if I need to, but even being low level out here, I'm not going to have anything really to use for terrain masking. I would rather have a good view. Okay, I've got column on the road right there. Okay, let me get on the pod. Let's see what all we have right here. Okay, I've got at least one air defense unit. Okay, let me go for a narrow field of view. Okay, one air defense unit right there. Trailing. 2 air defense units. Okay, one right there. Okay, let me lock this guy. Point track at least. Okay, just out of the gimbal limit. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me make that my speed. Let's go for UHF. Back out of that menu. Wingman. Engage. Let's go air defenses with missile from the... from right here. And I will do the same. Okay, so distance about 10 miles, 12 miles. Okay, I think 2 is a little bit too far out to get that. Okay, he's saying RTB, but what he's really doing is rejoining because he doesn't have visual on these targets. I'm going to set up right here. Offset, engage in autopilot, just so I can go heads down briefly again and reacquire these guys. Okay, back out to wide. Okay, I've got the friendly location right there. I want to take out this trailing target. Okay, good point track. Okay, targeting pod speed. Let's go for UHF. Wingman. Engage with air defenses with missile from wherever you're at. I'm going to roll in. Okay, 2's affirmed. 2's got the target, 7.9 miles. 2's going to call out anything else that he sees right here. Let's go to Maverick. Let's go to slave those over to my speed. Let's go narrow. Let's try to command a lock. We've got a good lock, 6.5. I'm going to take that shot. Let's see if I can even go as far as getting this other. Okay, 2's got a missile away. I'm going to see if I can slew over to one of these lead vehicles to come right. Boy, this thing is so hard to slew sometimes. Okay, I'm going to command a track. It's not the lead vehicle, but that'll be close enough for my purposes. 4.4 off left. Shaft and flare out. I didn't see anything coming off of those guys. Okay, SA-19 off my nose. And using the terrain to mask my escape here. Trying to pick up 2 visually so I can come around and support him and pop back in there. Okay, target destroyed from 2, so I can pop back around and take anything out that gets a launch off on him. Okay, 2's rejoining. I'm debating bringing 3 and 4. Yeah, let me have 3 and 4 rejoin. So let's go UHF. Let's go for flight. Rejoin F6. Okay, there's 2 off my nose. So this will at least bring 3 and 4 down here to get into a position to make some shots. Okay, looking out there, 1 column is halted. I still got an air defense unit out there on the first formation. I'm going to pop back around right quick and take that guy out. So I'm still on Mark Alpha. Let me slave the pod on over there just to get myself back into that location. And I'm going to come around. Yeah, I can come around to the right. I think would be the best way to do it. So got plenty of room. That's no name. We've got plenty of room for the container. You know, I've done something to my targeting pod here that is, yeah, I've got it into IR mode. Yeah, I think that's why it wasn't, well, it's still not responding to HOTAS commands. Okay, I'm just going to ditch the pod and go with just a straight up Maverick search. We cage that back up. Since I have the target location visually, I don't need the pod or I don't need anything fancy here. I just need to look out there, put my Maverick onto that location and fire the thing. Okay, so that's going to be it right about there. Let me go ahead and slew on over. Let's go narrow. Get that tailwind Charlie there. That's the air defense unit. 5.5, good shot. And let me see if I can take out the lead vehicle. It's kind of nice actually, using the HUD. Okay, now I need to go to the display. Okay, good indications, 4 miles. And that's all my Mavericks. And I'll sort of unintentionally come over here to this little piece of terrain. I thought I was going to be able to make that a little bit better than I was. I've been sort of easy since I don't want to bust anybody's ears here, so let me go ahead and turn down my stall and my peak performance tone a little bit so I can pull a little bit more aggressively here. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better for volume. And 3 and 4 should be in here. I've still got that location. I've still got 2 right there. So let's go ahead and just have these guys go in and light these suckers up. Let me look out there for any more air defenses. Okay, so that's just a perfect setup for CBU-97s. And just so I can conserve some stuff here, let's go F3, engage with ground targets and my speed with guided bombs from your current location. Okay, this time I've got 4 at least engaging targets. 3 just still can't quite get this to work. So I'm just going to, right there, let me just make sure that I have that point as my sensor point of interest. I'll go back to UHF, I'll go to second element, and this time, let's see, I'll go engage armor. Let me try this, let me just try unguided bomb. Maybe that's the thing, maybe they're just confused about the nature of the bombs that they have. And let me be specific on this and say, okay, engage from the south. And see how this works. Okay, these guys are on the move again, so as a last-ditch effort, I'll probably just fire some Mavericks in there to get them stopped again. Okay, 3 and 4 have acknowledged this time. 4 is calling engaging target. And we'll see if this is the trick. Okay, that might be the trick. Maybe for a CBU-105, you have to go unguided bomb. But I am going to just continue to hold right here with my wingman, and then look back there and support these guys. If I see any SAM launches or AAA, I'll know where to look and where to go in to take it out. And that, yeah, that column is definitely moving, the one further to the east. So yeah, I'm going to have to do something about that very, very soon. And while 4 is running in, I'm going to reset on this column right here. And very soon I'm going to try some Mavericks, having the flight engage this group with Mavericks. So I've got a point track on the lead vehicle now. 4 called running in. Okay, 4 is still going overhead that other group. Let me, in fact, do this. Let me go ahead and, with the charging pod still as my speed, go to... Okay, there goes 3. UHF, let's go wingman. Now let's just, me and you, go in and take out this group. So let's engage armor from the south. At my speed, I'll do the same. Okay, there we go. That was the trick. You just have to call CB-105's unguided bombs. There we go. Okay, autopilot out. I'm just going to come around. I'll come down a little bit lower this time on the ingress. Okay, 4 is rejoining. 3 I can see up there. I believe 3 is about to run in as well. And I'm really kind of hesitant to. Well, I guess I could have the wing. I could have any of these guys take AGM-65 shots. That would be no problem at all. But I wanted to save it for anything that was coming up. Air defense-wise, these seem to be fairly undefended here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this location as my sensor point of interest. Once I get a little bit closer, in fact, I need to start setting up to do this now. I'm going to lead this column a little bit and just have, like, right there is the impact point. I'm going to get a little bit closer, I'm going to pop up, and then I'm going to release 1 bomb. I don't know, I'll do 2 bombs on this column. I'll lead him just a little bit more. Okay, right there should be perfect. Okay, 1.9 miles. Let's go ahead and pop up. Come on around. I'll release both weapons, and then I'll be off to the right. Okay, still a little bit too low. Okay, there we go. Still a little bit too far out now. Boy, I thought I would have got a little more glide, but yeah, that's right. These are very, very high drag weapons. Okay, 1 bomb. 2 bombs. Did I release 2 or 1 just then? Okay, I only released 1. That's just fine. That was entirely my fault. I just pickled and came off the pickle a little bit early. Okay, I've got some ground fire coming at me, even no problem at all. Okay, there's 3 and 4 rejoining. Boy, I didn't mean for them to do that. I thought they would be a little bit further out there in back of me. That's fine, though. Okay, let me come off to the left. I'll just reset on this heading. And even 1 bomb should be plenty to take out and practically just neutralize this entire column. Yeah, looking back there, it looks like I've got some good hits.